This right behind me is my brand new classroom where I'll be teaching gifted science, and I've already started to move my things over, but I want to be documenting how I'm setting it up and all of the different things that I'm doing to think about the layout and organization and things that are going to make this classroom flow and a great spot for students to learn. So I'm going to take you on a journey with me as we get this all sorted out and hopefully transform it into a classroom that's going to be a great place for students. One question I get all the time is how do I actually hang things on my cinder block walls because I use command strips, and most people say they fall off, and I'm telling you, you've got to wash your walls. You might not want to, but this is going to make them look better, and things will actually adhere when you get rid of the dust and the grime. So, step one, magic eraser your walls. As you come in my classroom, you can see there's a lot of stuff. So, to control the chaos, I've put all of the tables together and all of the things that can't currently go in cabinets and I haven't gone through. And this way I have access to the outside walls because I wanted to start with just one wall. And obviously my ring light because #TikTok. But I like to work in sections. So the first thing I did today, I magic erasered the walls starting from the door all the way to this corner. And I have to do it in sections because magic eraser, it can be a little bit of a workout. So I like to do it, one wall at a time. It makes it more manageable. And I just go each cinder block row with my ladder. And then after that, I take a dry paper towel and I just get anything dried off and anything that's left. And that makes it easy for hanging. And so today I redid my bulletin board, and this is contact paper from Amazon. It's just a kind of wood grain, which I really love. And these letters right here, I had made from Simply Stained, her Etsy store. Lauren is incredible, so I'm super excited about those because I'm gonna be teaching Earth, Physical, and Life Science. And I'm gonna put some quotes on here about science. And then I also wrapped this door in the same contact paper because they're just a little bit old and they have a lot of dings on them. And this mirror is Project 62 from Target. And I love it because, the students love to be able to do an OOTD, and it just opens up the room, and I think it covers the door nicely. So I have 2 screws, don't tell anybody, and also the hook and groove command strip, so there's extra support to make sure it's super safe, and that's on all of these things that you see right here. So I've ordered one more of these, and these are mailbox sorters, which are absolutely incredible because these I number, and this is where all my assignments go when a student's absent or they need another copy, and I'm teaching 3 preps, so I've got 2, and the third one's gonna go right here with the grading baskets where they can drop in their assignments right as they come in the door. So that's what I've accomplished so far, and tomorrow I'm gonna tackle this little nook with some IKEA Riba frames that are only $9.99, so they're a really good deal for especially classroom decor. Today is day 3. Got lots of Band-Aids. And I was so excited to show you all the progress because I finished my bulletin board yesterday and I started a gallery wall that I'm gonna put some really cool science posters up. And I came in to this. Apparently the weight of these tiles was too much for the adhesive. So that is a life lesson for me. But I started on this wall because I wanted to go one wall at a time, and I was feeling accomplished, and this reminded me there's no such thing in education or in your classroom because there's always more to do. So back to the drawing board for that, and I'm gonna see if I can start tackling that. Wish me luck. All right, so today's day 4 or 5 of setting up my classroom, and I've gotten some stuff accomplished. I started with that wall right here, but today I realized I have so much stuff in my classroom, I couldn't really move things around or do anything, so I decided to move all of my stuff that's going to go in cabinets that are coming right here next week out into the hallway, and this just helped contain the chaos. So now I can actually focus. One thing I would definitely recommend whenever you're setting up your classroom is put all of your tools, things that you would need, all in one spot, because what happens to me is when they're not all located in one area, I just spend all day looking for them. So I've just taken the time to organize everything that I'm using right here. Some of these tools are from home, but over the years, I've kind of stolen some of our tools from home, and then we just rebought the set. So setting up your classroom, having the tools is nice. Obviously, custodians typically have everything you'd need. I just like having it to where I don't have to worry if they're here or if it's being used. And yesterday I spent some time organizing my desk and kind of setting up that area. I was trying to focus on the walls first. So the smartboard's gonna go here, and I'm gonna hang those mirrors today. And then I'm going to paint these desks. So one thing I love about the painted desks, the teacher in my last classroom had painted them blue. It conceals all of the grime because the wood is really pretty, but obviously they get scuffed, they've got pencil marks, all those types of things. So painting them the first time is a little bit of work, but you can just touch them up at the end of the school year. I usually do it during in-service, and I just think it makes a big difference and it really adds to the classroom. So that's my goal today. All right, I've got gloves on because I'm gonna start painting. But I wanted to show y'all that the color that I'm using is called Harborside, and I just got it from Walmart. I usually get the cheapest option, but they were out of it, so I got this, and I love the color. I matched the ones that were in my last classroom that the teacher had painted, and this is what I came up with. My desks are all dried, and I am loving the paint color. This is a flat paint, and I did flat so it doesn't show all of the dirt and grime. And the next thing I'm doing today is I'm adding these felt pads to the bottoms. So that way it saves the wax floors that look really nice every year. And I can easily slide them around. And from experience, they can come off even though they have adhesive. So I'm gonna super glue them, and that'll make my floors nice and clean and these desks easy to move. I've set up some of the stuff on my desks and all behind my desk, and all of this stuff is hung with command strips. They're the hook and groove. So I cleaned the walls, wiped it with a dry paper towel, let it dry, and that's looking good. And I'm gonna have a help desk right here for students. And then I just put this wood trim around the board. Last year I had it on the inside, but I didn't like that. So this year I did here, and then I'll have my LED lights wrapping the board as well, but I feel like it makes a huge difference. And I believe that wood trim, it's like a border from Michaels. So it's still looking a little bit of a disaster, but this is the progress. I hung these mirrors yesterday, which I love. They're from Target. They're the Project 62 mirrors. I just cleaned my windows inside and out, which makes a huge difference. Just little stuff like that, cleaning your walls, cleaning your windows makes a big difference in your room, because those are things that don't happen very often. So I try to do that at least when I have a new room. But that is where I'm at.
Okay, so for the rest of the summer, I was so overwhelmed that I didn't record the rest of it, but I do have a classroom tour coming with the finished product soon. So let me know any questions you have and tips that you use setting up your classroom. And until next time, happy teaching, and I'll see you in the classroom.